Oh, you hungry? And I'm gonna make some pesto. Or that was kind of Mexican. No, that was Italian. Good job, Bella. All right. I'm not like the most perfectionist at this because it's just mashing shit up. And I'm sure when they invented pesto back in the day, it was, you know, they were mashing shit up just on regular rocks. So, all right. First, 2 peeled. I'm trying to do the double camera. I don't know if that's helping, but hey, CC. Thanks. You know, I gotta set it up a little bit. Gotta do the crop top. When I was doing my cookie streams, I always had a crop top on. So, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna chop these up a little bit more. Just make them a little bit smaller pieces. Thanks, Eternal. My mom got it for me. She actually got it so I can make guacamole in it, but I only make pesto in it, pretty much. Okay. It's not perfect, and I can never get it clean. That's why, also, because I get the oil in it from the pesto, so I'm like, ah, fuck it, it should just be a pesto one. Oh, apron only. Hey, money, maybe one of these days. Maybe I'll get lucky for that. But you gotta like cash at me for that shit. I give y'all too much as it is. Let's see. You're supposed to use rock salt. I just always have kosher salt. About a teaspoon. I'm gonna do about half of it in there. It crushes it up pretty good. They say to do the rock salt because it like I don't know, it just breaks it up better. Yeah, it's just Italian guacamole. So you just work at it a while about her. It's gonna smell so good too. Oh my god. I was already from picking the basil, I was like smelling like vanilla, all garlicky, but it's all good. How's everyone else's day going? Got a handful of y'all here. I'm not streaming to Twitter on this one. It's just YouTube, I think. It's on my YouTube, peeps. You have to get it to like 2-ish. But let's see if you guys can see that. And then now I'm going to add just some of the pine nuts at a time. Yeah, the basil's from my garden. I have pants on. I have shorts on. See, here. You wish. I got pants on. Deal with that. But you can think of me without pants on if you want. So that'll make your day go good. Yeah, it's an old pesto or whatever. How do you say more? More design. Movie Slab, designing. That's all right. Is it hot down there with Constitution right now? Are you guys getting a lot of rain? Like, out in the West, we got a shit ton of rain last week. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's basil from my garden. I have a sweet basil, purple basil, Thai basil, and then I have a purple and sweet mix, and because they like, you know, reseeded, and a Thai and sweet basil mix. So I have a ton. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Thai and sweet basil mix. We'll see. Pesto, stoner. Oh, flash flooding. Dang, I'm glad it's not by you, man. Yeah, there was flash flooding in freaking Douglas County, Colorado last week. It was crazy. Crazy. Gully washers. It was a good old gully washer. Stoner, do you know what pesto is? Have you ever had pesto? I bet you have. I'm going to make it tonight. The pesto is going to go onto gnocchi. And I'm making some steaks. Well, pesto, gnocchi, and steak. Such a good fucking wife. Jesus Christ, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they cross-pollinated. So like I have, I should take pictures, but yeah, so like there's like this, purple basil is really purple. So it's like this purple green basil. And then, Thai basil has a lot smaller leaves. And so the Thai basil sweet mix, I thought it was just sweet basil because it was big leaves. But then I noticed it was getting like the stems were kind of purple and it's like once the flowers are starting to come in, they're purple too, like Thai basil. So, just first mommy out here cross-pollinating basils on accident. But at the end of the season, I always let the basils flower. Really, I just let them fucking go at that point because it doesn't grow year round here. So the bees had at it. The pollinators had at it. Let's see, let's do a little more nuts. Oh yeah, it's so good. Although I will admit, my gnocchi is not going to be homemade. That is where I failed, unfortunately. Okay. My technique's probably not great either, but oh, it smells so good. What's everyone else having for dinner tonight? Oh, and Stoner, I still have some of my pizza. Oh, making it. It's just, I know I've made it with my sister once. Just fuck it sometimes, It's just easier to buy stuff. And I actually live by some really good Italian grocers that I could get like probably really good stuff from, but I just got something from the grocery store. I just learned how to make, I was like all the other millennials and learned how to make noodles. I'm pretty Italian. I never made noodles before, and I made regular noodles with my mom a couple times. It's true. Regular noodles, I know they perfect it, the Italian women. Yeah, it's a sauce, Stoner. It's green. Ooh, homemade sausage is always good. Hi, First Shot. Okay, fine. Next time I'll make some gnocchi. That'll be the next one for the next batch of basil. Okay, so we're like at this kind of a paste. So that's our camera sucks, guys. Sorry. So basically now I'm just adding in the basil, a couple leaves at a time. You literally just crush it. It's pretty good for getting your anger out. They say, every time I've read, they say it's best to make pesto this way because in a blender, obviously a blender is super easy. Oh, what do you have? Pepperoni sausage. Oh, I saw your green chili. That looked good on top. That looked good. That was a good idea. They say this is the best way to do it as far as melting the ingredients, the way the ingredients absorb each other up. Because in a blender, it all it heats it up or something on top of, whereas this is no heat, it's just friction. It's just me getting her anger out. One of these days I want to have my own cattle first, but I'd definitely like to have a pig and make some sausage out of it and bacon. Oh yeah, this is a good muscle show for you, First Shot. It's gonna be a lot of muscle, man. It's gonna take a minute. You have to make sure the leaves, you have to clean the leaves, obviously. I get so many fucking grasshoppers on my plants. I have diatomaceous earth, however the fuck you say it, everywhere around it, but those little jumpy motherfuckers, man. They get up on the plants. What else is going on? What's today? Tuesday. Oh, it's Titty Tuesday. Hope you all got titties for your Tuesday. I get tired. Might have to grab more leaves. I don't know. I have to add purple. I haven't tried it. The purple and sweet basil taste like The purple basil doesn't have too much of a different taste, whereas like the Thai basil, that one definitely, the Thai basil's got a little bit of like that black licorice kind of anise taste. So that's what I'm interested with the sweet basil, Thai basil cross is going to taste like. I haven't tasted it yet. Guess I'll have to make, I'm tired already. I'm fucking tired. Some Thai food with it. Just try it. I would bet it'd be a little more sweet. There's no titties on Twitter? I'm sorry. I suppose I could help, but I feel like I do so much. I give and I give and I give. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's always a handful of girls like, oh, did MC Heavy Tits? Let me look. Let's see if MC put her Titty Tuesday up here. Danny. She usually doesn't. Danny. Oh, it smells so good. Let's see if she did a Titty Tuesday today. This is what I did last night. If you guys watched my show last night with Robbie, we were looking at tits too. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh no, it doesn't look like she did. Media. Sorry, I'm just double check. You gotta double check for her tits when someone always posts them. No, she ain't. She did not post them. We gotta be on the lookout for tits. I'm a giver. Yeah, even sweet basil kind of has that taste. I did not do enough in my garden this year. I didn't even do any tomatoes. Terrible fucking person, but I know I can. I did them last year. I just didn't fucking feel like it. I'm living between two houses, and it's enough to water what I got. Defense minister. Oh, that's why you brought up the defense minister. Is it someone in Colorado or, in U.S.? We're looking at all the mommy milkers. Do you guys have any mommy milker politicians you can add? What was the list? Gretchen Whitmer, Nancy Pelosi, Nikki Fried, AOC. I think those are the ones who looked up. But there's got to be more. Hey, Paul. You looked at last night like you're fired. Maybe we should play. I'll play though. Maybe we could plan some of that shit better sometime where you could hop on and help because I struggled. Made a fool of myself in front of Robbie the Fire. Just kidding. I didn't do any Mary Jane plants this year actually either. I had seeds and stuff, but I just didn't. I didn't do it. So I did 2 summers of growing my own pot, 2 plants each. It was okay. I still have some of the pot. There was so goddamn much. I also want to get better seeds because my seeds were just like ones I had, and then because if you grow a pot outside, I know you would have, Paul. I'm just kidding. If you grow a pot outside in Colorado, which I like after I put them out once it's warm enough, you're gonna get some seeds because there's just so many people growing pot. Which is fine because that's what I did. So my first year I grew 2 that I got the seeds from somewhere, some swag or some shit. I knew they were a flow blend. And then I grew those plants summer 2020. And last summer, I grew some that were seeds from those first plants. So it's kind of like a family thing. Yeah, sometimes Carpenter, it's even where you live, Carpenter, it's probably a lot easier to fucking garden down with you. It's a pain in the ass here in Colorado. Can't put anything out. You gotta make sure you start everything or you just gotta buy everything. And, if you start it and something happens, you're fucked. Says so not close. Wait, who did you say? Oh, Netherlands. Is someone in the Netherlands or Lithuania? Got a blue spice basil from Baker. Ooh, blue spice. What's the flavor on the blue spice? Heard the Queen of England. The Queen of England. She probably does. Hey, Joe Morgan. Got seeds from my growing them down Copperhead Road. Once I'm back, when I'm on the forest property completely, there's one of the neighbors down there has the nicest greenhouse because it's just so hard to grow shit in Colorado. First of all, we don't have a lot of water. Like the land down there is sandy and clay, so you have to and the deer and everything and all the animals. So I just want to build a nice little greenhouse rather than a fenced in. Well, I probably still do a fenced in garden too, but there's some people down there because there's some crazy ass properties down there that are very wealthy homesteaders basically, and they've set up orchards over the last handful of years that are going like crazy, and really nice gardens that are. Because also in Colorado, once you can start growing everything, it is spicy. Once you start growing everything in Colorado, so you have it outside. So first you have to wait till fucking end of May, right? Because it can snow. And then once you put it outside, then it can hail. And it does hail. It hails hard here. So this one garden down there, it's in Mrs. House. It's off of Highway 105, which there's shit tons of property for sale right now. That's how I know things are weird in the market because people always sell off that property. But they have this really huge garden, and then they have they have things protecting it. Oh, and then these other people who have a nice garden, they made it like a community garden. They have chickens, and they made so the chickens have a tunnel around the outside of the garden to eat the bugs and stuff. I'm like, brilliant. But those people have more money than God. They're my age too, and I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, we tried to get that one ranch. We offered $8 million. I was like, oh, I'm cool. Ooh. County ended up buying it for 18. I don't know. I might need more. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Yeah, you know what though? I just have some big felt pots here because the dog will pee on anything in the ground, and Mr. Forest Mommy ain't taking the time to build me a garden. Come on. So I was using those felt pots, and last year my tomatoes went nuts just in those felt pots, which is awesome. I wish you guys could smell this. Maybe once Neuralink is in our brains, then I could share the smell with you through Neuralink. Fuck that shit. I did. Well, you know my story, First Shot. I'm not legally married, but the beneficiary to a very nice estate. But I have to stick it out till I die. See, when you get married, you can leave at some point. Maybe get a little consolation prize, right? I'm not into that because I don't need a consolation prize. So as a beneficiary, I'm in it to win it, because if I leave, he's obviously going to change it. So I have to stay till the very end, y'all. So that's fine. Have a good life. He is rich. And I'm cheap. That's the thing. You got all these women who want to be trad, which is fine. I think all girls should learn how to be independent before they become dependent, but not in the feminist bullshit way. But all these women, it's don't get in fucking debt. Guess what? A doodle actually, it's easy to have someone who doesn't have to go to work all the time. You don't have fucking shit tons of bills, and you got into debt for stupid shit because you wanted to go travel the world when you were 22, but you didn't have the fucking money to it, so you got into debt for it. No. I sound like such a fucking boomer trad person right there, but I'm being truthful. Where did that come from, First Shot? I do have a body spray that smells like cotton candy. It's stripper smell. Okay. I think this is good for them. It looks like this. It's a really sticky paste. And it smells so good. Yeah, stripper smells just good, man. Again, talking about strippers last night, and now I'm talking about them again. No wonder people think I'm crazy. When you wash these, you cannot put soap on them. It's kind of like those pans. All right, so I'll put some cheese in. Yeah, Joe, you got enough going on in your freaking life, too. Caretaker and everything. I did not perfectly break all those up, by the way. No one cares. Yeah, so I'll definitely let my I let my basil go to seed, and I always collect seeds every year. So if anyone wants any of my hybrids, some Forest Mommy hybrid basil, I will send you seeds. All right. We're going to add a little oil. First shot, it wasn't full because they served alcohol there. So it was like eye patches. Eye patches down here and basically topless. It was a shitty club, too, to be honest. Because, most clubs are pretty good about, like, protecting the girls. The back room at this club, it was shitty. It was just a shitty place, but whatever. It was worth the experience. Yeah, you should. Middle of the road's good. Simple life. Like, I don't have to work if I don't want to. I try to make some money here and there with my real estate, but I don't advertise. So, but it's because I'm cheap. Even my real estate company, I run cheap. And Mr. Forest Mommy would not have taken me on if I had debt. He would have been like, yeah, no. Or a kid. I wouldn't have been with him if he had a kid either, though, to be honest. Not the finest right now, but it'll be so good. I didn't make that much this time. That's why I'm not married at all. But I also come from a good family, too. Oh, nice, Norman. Yes, I love the job, Lance. I'm just not a pushy person. I'm more like, I like the actual worker. This is so funny. This is my take on what, like, so real estate agents came about because it was actually a legal thing. Selling real estate is legal. So real estate agents came about because lawyers didn't have time to just do that unless they were specified for do that. So they made this new job, real estate agents, to basically do the admin work for selling real estate. Well, of course, in our world, which free market capitalism, whatever. But, like, literally there's real estate agents that, like, they don't do anything. It's just their name. And they have admin do all the work. And I'm like, dude, I got into this because you can literally you're like a project manager and you're self-employed other than, like, your client, So, I don't know. It's a funny industry. And there's so many boomers still in it. And it's just like, quit. Because they can spend, like, fucking $10,000 a month on advertising. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So if anyone knows anyone moving or selling in Colorado, tell them call Forest Mommy. I discount, too. On selling houses, I discount. It's fucking crazy people trying to make... Listen. Back in the day, real estate agents used to have to drive around and get the signatures. And there was like one book and there was no internet. At that time, yeah, you know what? They really worked for it. But nowadays, it's so fucking easy. The hardest part is just getting the work. But like actually the doing of the work is so I do literally do real estate from my phone work. Yeah, I know. There's so many boomers in it, Sire. And I don't believe in I'm an independent agent, basically. All those like Remax, and I grew up where the guy who owned all of Remax lived. He don't need my money. He don't need any of my money in real estate business. And it's all like a pyramid scheme and some of those bigger ones anyways. Plus I'm hot. Like who would want me as a real estate agent? Like I'm really good at it. Actually, I'm really good at it. I was a full charge bookkeeper before I became a real estate agent. So I don't mind doing the fucking paperwork myself because then I don't have to pay anyone else the money. So I get all the money. And I don't have to pay a huge transaction fee. I don't have to pay other people to do the work. So it's married to being a camper with 2 dogs. You should do it, Paul. Do it. Did you guys? I don't know if you saw my post with Chris Watts. I was cracking myself up. I don't know if you guys know the Chris Watts story that was here in Colorado. Wild. Like, if you want to, like, get out of your marriage, y'all, just do it. Man or woman, but it's usually man. You don't need to kill nobody. Yeah, the divorce will suck. Things will suck for a minute, but murdering people is a lot worse. A lot worse. Not worth it. Right, we got it's a little chunky this time, just a little chunky. Oh, Mary, yeah, but she makes the money first shot. That's all right. If they're gonna make the money, I'm fine. Even if it's like if a girl makes the money and there's a stay-at-home dad, who gives a shit anymore? Quality, baby. But obviously, I am traditional as well on that. But I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about it. Sorry if that's annoying. She's the breadwinner and you're the bread baker. You should be, Joe. Okay. It's a little thick today. I could have put more oil in, but I'll probably add more oil in later when I put it on my pasta. So that is your pesto. It's actually very simple. I love thinking of how they used to probably make it back in the day. And it tastes delicious. Okay, hold it here. Let's go down to one screen. All right. I'll stay here and chat with y'all. There's 9 of you here. What are y'all up to now? Oh, but now you can't see my stomach. Sorry. Oh my God, it's in my mouth. It's so good. Hey, Doug. What's up, Doug? How you feeling? Glass Blowing. Oh, yeah, Glass Blowing does look fun. And we grew up with the guy who did that. It always looked really fun. I'm sure at the time my parents are swears. I didn't know, but I bet he did make pipes and stuff. Yeah, Douglas was really an ass blowing. Yeah, I get it. Feeling good. Good. That was a fun show that other night. What's going on with everybody? It's Tuesday. I need to be more chatty. That's the one thing. Like, I'm trying to do a podcast, and I'm always, like, not that chatty. But obviously, usually I'm talking to somebody. When I'm just talking to you guys, you're a social retard. Yeah, you that's good first shot. Everyone finds their, puzzle piece or whatever. Now, he had a lot of wine. He had a lot of wine. Last time a friend of mine came over here, she had 2 bottles of wine and then she threw up all over my couch, which was fun. But cleaned it up. Got it professionally cleaned. What? That's all right, Paul, though. Like, I mean, even look at some of mine. They're terrible, too. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? He's done drinking. Now how long are you going, Doug? Probably like 2 more weeks or a month. That was funny. Yeah, that's true. First shot. It was working fine. I mean, you guys could hear me and I could hear you just fine. And I loved at the end. First shot was gone, but at the end, Doug was at one point was like, I'm done. He was out of it. That's good. I know I need to do that too, Doug. I need to just go back to just weed. And I know exactly how to do that, but I'm not a victim, but COVID traumatized me, y'all. So, you know, I used to only smoke weed. You were very nonverbal drug. It was hilarious. I was having fun. Maybe you need a first shot. No, just kidding. Okay, bye. Thanks for tuning in. The world needs narcs. Oh, I'm only mad about the audio because we just did one mic and a speaker. Oh, yeah. And I didn't see what happened earlier when, like, Douglas shut the whole thing down or something like that, too. No, first shot is probably a narc. First shot's probably a Fed, y'all. He was probably watching Tactical, and then he found me, and he's like, "Oh, this bitch. We need to keep eyes on this bitch." And then he found Doug and Paul. Now, my Twitter is mine, Anthony. Mine's at the Desert Daddy. I'm gonna be streaming later today too at 5:45 Mountain Time. Because I'll have Jacob Lurie on in my, he's actually running for the House District I live in Colorado. So I'm having all the Colorado people on. He is a Fed. Simply, Paul. Because you'll come in the pussy of a Fed. You said you would do it. Have a Fed kid because then the Fed pays for their college and everything. Bye, Doug. Now why is there 13 people here? Y'all missed the Pesto show. Thanks, Anthony. I'll follow you back. And your dogs will live. Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, that's right. You're snipped. Mr. Forest Mommy is snipped as well. It's a good idea. You don't need it. It's a pretty easy surgery. I wonder if you remember with all this abortion stuff, all those dudes are like, well, I'm gonna go get fixed. I wonder if the vasectomy numbers really did go up. Yeah, right, but well, I'm on my second. My first one was Forest Mommy, so heck yeah. We love it. I love Eric July Lance. Where Eric July stands here, or I am. If he'd come on, that'd be cool. I should ask him. He kind of knows who Forest Mommy is. Oh, you weren't under? I think we talked about that first shot. Like, I think we talked, yeah. I mean, pure blood vaccine is just, hell yeah. No, you don't need to, sibling. First already had 2 kids, so that's fine. I wouldn't if I was, because guys, you can have like kids till you're 60 or something, so if you want them. Yeah, you'll be an old dad, but whatever. In the 90s, all the dads were old dads. No sex, right? Yeah, well, that was weird too. Like, that's so typical of them to just like not make any sense when they're talking about that shit. Like, it's so stupid. Yeah, first I would have to go get a real job, like a real full-time job. I mean, another kid. Just kidding. That's why mommy couldn't have kids. I don't want kids. 2040. Oh, that's nice, Joe. I guess mine were under 40, but they were older. My dad I was the youngest of 4 by a lot, and they were just fucking tired by the time I was coming around. Okay, Lance. I'll shoot it. I know he knows for us because I used to send him super chats and stuff. I wonder if I can. He's a blue check, so I don't think I can DM him. But yeah, I'd love to have him on sometime. Actually, he'd be good to come on my Sunday streams with Hex. I'll send Hex after it. I tried sending Hex to get Maj, and I'm like, it's not because you're black, but I think you have a better chance if Hex tries to get black guys to come on than my dumb white ass. Oh, the 4. I'm baby of 4, Anthony. Just don't pay for them first. Are you, Anthony, are you a lot older? I have a brother named Anthony too, by the way. Are you a lot older, like by the oldest of 4? Come on, lady, then bounce after. Go first shot. Be like, I'm first shot on YouTube. Peace out. It's true, Lance. Oh, and then I don't know if you guys saw when Maj Touré was talking about he was talking about OnlyFans girls and stuff, but obviously there's a lot of us non-OnlyFans girls. Although cash up first, mommy, just because you love me. But but obviously I like sexy pictures, right? Like there's a lot of us that just are said, oh damn, they popped you out quick. My sister's 10 years older than me. He said something about the big booty girls are just a distraction, blah, blah, blah. And I knew exactly what he was talking about, but we were joking about it, meaning the American Barbie and stuff. We were like, oh, okay, fine. And then I donated to Maj's, I donated to Black Guns Matter, and I made my name one of them online booty hoes. Just because I had to. It was hilarious. You've probably heard of me. I'm First Shot. Pops is 37. It's easy. Yeah, I mean, one of my sisters, I want to say her last kid, she was almost 40 when she had that one. So, whatever. Handshakes get her pregnant. That's hilarious. I love it. Okay, I gotta send Hex on that. Oh, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, we're having a crossover with Tower Power Hour on Golden Stream, and so Hex wasn't sure if we should call it Golden Tower or Shower or Power Shower or something. That's in 2 Sundays. First shot. Oh, 13th. Does she think you can get pregnant when you're breastfeeding? That's what happened with my sisters. They're I think 15 months apart. 3. Sorry if it's lagging. Where's Tanner? I think he's upstairs. And the cat's right here. The cat went to the vet this morning. The second time she's ever been to the vet in 3 years, and she did really good. Yeah, the Irish twins. When you're like, you can't get pregnant if you're breastfeeding, and half the time. Well, if you have a boy, if you have a girl. This is what's funny. I'm not religious, but I love the Bible. I know about it. And there was that passage that said after you have a girl, wait longer to have sex again. After you have a boy, you don't have to wait as long. And the feminists were like, that's sexist. That's why would you have to wait longer? But it's really because after you have a girl, you have so much hormones in you, on top of your regular hormones and everything, and so you can get pregnant really easy after a girl. There's more in there. Yeah, you're fucking fertile. No, thank you. No, I didn't, Sonar. I didn't download it. They told me to download it. I'm like, I don't have any room in my fucking phone. I can't download even the apps I want to download. So, thanks. I'm not going to download an app for the fucking veterinarian. Lance is on it. Lance, if you know him, you should also help mommy out too. Sometimes you have to send out some feelers. I could do it through his email, I'm sure, on his website, if not Twitter. Yeah. So I emailed Maj, but he didn't email it back. So Tex was emailing him too, but mine could have went to spam because it goes to spam sometimes. I'm sending him a letter right now. Oh, yeah, Joe. And they want you. Yeah, I'm gonna probably head out here to the butt candle make. Thanks, Anthony. Oh yeah, if you weren't following me before, on July 4th, I did a little show for the people with a sparkler in a certain part of my body. And I will just pesto. The pesto. I'm putting it on gnocchi, which is potato pasta. All right, yeah, I'm gonna head out too. Thanks everyone for watching and talking to me. And if you're back later, 7:45 Eastern, I'll be back on with my buddy Jacob talking about running for Colorado stuff as libertarian. All right, bye.